Scroll Toyota, leading the way every day. And Scroll Toyota, symbols of trust.
Well, again, we're kind of confused with the decision made by the Civil Service Commission.
Port General Manager Joanne Brown points out that it was last October, before she assumed the GM position at the port, that the Civil Service Commission ruled that Kevin Siswico's hiring as an accountant was null and void because the commission reached the conclusion that he was not qualified for the job.
The Service Commission actually did the investigation of these hirings, came back and notified the port that these individuals were not qualified with the minimum qualifications for the positions that they were hired to.
The Civil Service Commission reached a similar decision last month in the case of Salvador Guevara, who also was found by the commission itself not to be qualified, yet he too was reinstated. Brown, who took over in January, terminated both employees when she assumed the GM's job at the port after the CSC reaffirmed its position.
When I came in on January, we went for a follow-up hearing, and again, the commission within a matter of minutes voted to null and void those hirings. It was on those basis, unfortunately, I had to make the determination to let these employees go because I have a ruling from Civil Service Commission that tells me that their positions never existed in the first place.
But in both cases, the Civil Service Commission based its decision not on their previous findings that both men were not qualified, but on the 60-day rule. The port was aware last October of the Commission's decision to null and void the hiring of both men, yet it did not act to terminate them until January, a violation of the 60-day rule.
We will await their written decision. Once we read it, we will determine from there how the port will proceed on this issue. Those options, those options do exist.
There is an option for review.
Yes.
No decision has been made on that.
Not until we see the written ruling by the Commission.
Either way, Brown emphasizes that it is important that the port rigorously adhere to the qualifications for hiring all employees.
But there's certainly no doubt because of these issues that the port has to ensure, and collectively everyone involved in this process has to ensure that the appropriate procedures are followed and that the most minimum of qualifications are met for any applicant that applies or subsequently is hired by the port.
Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.